Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. That's right, it's me, it's Wolfman13. Yeah. I went out to the movies today and I saw Wish Upon. This is a PG-13 horror film, and you know, I mean that the PG-13 thing didn't bother me too much. Yeah, they took out all the suggestive materials and whatnot. You know, you're not going to see any TNA, you're not going to hear a lot of swearing, and the blood is going to be very, very limited, you know. But this movie has an interesting story, even though, as I watched this movie, it reminded me of a movie that came out in I just can't remember the date on this one. It's like the late 90s or the early 2000s, and it's called Wishcraft. And it's a similar thing where they get an object, someone gets an object and they can make wishes, and the wishes turn, you know, they turn to the bad side. You know, I mean, we all know that's kind of like the twist of everything. So this has Joey King, Ryan Phillippe, Sherilyn Fenn in it, and Joey King and Ryan Phillippe play father and daughter. Joey King she's having a hard time at school. You know, she just doesn't fit in, and the class bitch, you know, makes sure that she doesn't. She's all over her case all the time. You finally that was the one cool thing. You get kind of a tussle between them, and that works out. I mean, I kind of dug that, you know. Two chicks fighting, who doesn't dig that, you know? But, yeah, this movie, I mean, it's really cool. There's some cool twists to the way that things happen with the wishes. And so I read the review on this in my local paper like a day ago. And the guy that does our film, the guy that does the film reviews, the film critic for our paper, is a douche. Is a major king-size douche. I mean, I even wrote the paper one time saying, could you please fire him and find someone better? You know, we all know right away when we read his reviews that he doesn't like horror films. He doesn't like action films. If the movie doesn't have subtitles in foreign languages, he doesn't care. You know, so he'll give like 3 stars to a Spanish film that nobody's going to see because it's in limited release, and you might only get to see it, you know, at the Harvard exit, or, you know, some other low budget theater out in the middle of nowhere. But no, he wants you to go see that instead of seeing, you know, Wish Upon. So his complaint in Wish Upon was the fact that Joey King gets this present, and because she gets this present, she's granted a set amount of wishes, and she puts her hands on it. She doesn't know this. That's the thing. No one knows that this is going to work. This is just one of those things where your friend gives you a box and say, hey, look, it's a magic box. Someone told me it's a magic box. And you're like, oh yeah, really? It's a magic box? Okay. And you put your hands on, you wish for something, and coincidentally it happens. But his complaint was she didn't take this box and have it analyzed and have the writing translated into English before she put her hands upon it. And I'm like, what a dink. What a total, utter dink. You know? He had a lot of other complaints about it, you know. He said that Ryan Phillippe, he's like, Ryan Phillippe has a role in this. He goes, whatever happened to Ryan Phillippe's career? Well, he's still acting because he's in this movie, you know. I mean, it's a theater release, so that says something right there. Overall, I really liked this movie. I couldn't think of very many flaws in this movie. In fact, I couldn't think of any. I thought the acting was well. I thought the plot was cool. Even though, like I said, it reminded me of another plot from years ago. But that's going to happen. There's only so many plots you can come up with before people start repeating one another. So I give it 3 1/4 chainsaws out of 4. I really like this. And it seems like every week lately, it's like from the week before, the next movie I see is a little bit better. Because last week I saw Spider-Man Homecoming and I gave it 3 chainsaws out of 4. And the week before that I gave that like I gave the previous movie before that like 2.5 chainsaws out of 4, which was Baby Driver. And so now this week it's 3.25 out of 4. I really, really dug it. I think, again, all the mature material is torn out of this basically. But if you want to go into a theater, turn off your brain, and enjoy a good movie, go watch Wish Upon. Because yes, it might sound like a generic film, but even the generic ones are pretty good. I liked Ouija. So with that, Mama Wolf gives it. She gave it 3 chainsaws out of 4. I give it 3.25 chainsaws out of 4. With that, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'm the 13th Wolfman, of course. I'm on the prowl.